stressed out and you don't know what to do, and you have to figure out a way. You gotta try your best to be as honest, you know? That's how you become stronger, through the bad moments. The good times is just the extra, the bonus. The more bad moments you go through though, the sweeter those happy moments are, you know? Not saying, hey, I want to go crying every day, but everyone has problems. You're never not going to have any problems. There's always going to be something that you can work on about yourself, you know? And if you never, people as humans, we don't want to face them. We do not want to face them. Some of the things in this house, I would have never faced my whole life, I think, if it wasn't for me being in this house. We made it clear, you know? We put it in front of me. But as humans, we don't want to face them. We don't want to face the problems inside of you. You're young, so you maybe don't get it so much, but it happens. You get all these coping mechanisms, these things that, I don't know. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just talking your ear off. Yeah. Keep your head up. You made it past DBB already. And you're still happy now, which means you must have done good with all those situations back then. You look back on them and you see the bad part, but remember what came from it. What did you learn? That's the big. Always remember the lessons learned in these situations. That's where you keep, you know, in your memories.
Exactly what Corey said.
Yeah.
I always do. It's just that when I look back at it, like, is that really what happened?
Only you will know what you feel.
That's weird. So many people I really trust. I trust too easily.
Yeah, I have trust issues now.
And I have too many friends that I trust. Australia, here. Because I love meeting new people.
That makes you young. That means you're young and you're still alive. As soon as you start distrusting people, the moment you start holding yourself back from the world, you stop showing the world, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. There are going to be people that hurt you. But as soon as you start thinking, maybe I should hold back, man, these people keep hurting me, I should stop opening myself up, that's the moment you are going to commit spiritual suicide. You stop the growth of who you are as a person because you never let the opportunities come in to change you. Because you start this shield around your soul, around who you are, your emotions, because you think, hey, I trust people and I get hurt. And so you stop trusting people. You stop letting people in. You stop letting people see who you are, seeing who they are, and growing, you know? We're just a mass of like atoms and emotions. So walking, living atoms, that's all we are. But these emotions and stuff, that's like, it's a little different. They blend together. Don't stop, be yourself. Talk to people, tell them what you feel, be friends, and trust people. You'll get hurt. Oh, we all get hurt. Become stronger from it. Become smarter. If you ever see that type of situation happen again, watch out, you know? But don't hold yourself off. That's the saddest thing someone can do. You know? That's what I did. I started smoking, and then I started hanging out with stupid people, and then my friendships kind of dwindled, you know? And even till now it affects me, how I talk to everyone. Sometimes I don't want to get too close, you know? And that's why I get voted out. Because I'm not getting super close to everyone, and it's just how I am. I want to work on it, but it's hard, you know? Yeah. You can do it.
I'm just thinking. Everything that happened before this whole thing. Well, I'm not sad, I'm just like, what happened before this whole thing? Like, look at our lives now.
What were you doing before this?
I was in school, I was a geek.
I'm sure, I believe it. I believe it.
Why do you believe it?
I believe it.
Why?
Geeks are the best. They're the best. They're people who don't fit in. They're people who do what they like and aren't afraid to let the world change them. Everyone wants to be like everyone else. Be cool, be like this. The geeks, the ones I knew, the geeks, I was a geek. They were so cool. They were the coolest people. Everyone else is like zombies. They're all trying to be the same, you know?
Trying to be cool.
Trying to be cool, but because of that, they never have individuality. They never have their own spark, their own, wow, this is who they are, they shine. They all kind of like, oh, that 10,000 kids look the same. They all wear the same type of clothes, they all act the same, they all try to speak the same and have the same haircut. Well, these people, they kind of go off and do their own thing, and this girl is like, whenever I see her, man, she's singing all the time, and she's singing songs, and she's always kind of crazy and weird, and that's you, you know? Everyone will know you as that's who you are, for being you. Crazy, weird, but yeah, that's because people don't know how to label what's not the norm. We label them as weird, crazy, out of the ordinary, but that's the biggest part of what makes you who you are. I know you were a geek.
Bailey wasn't a geek. Bailey was trying to be one of the guys, trying to be a cool guy in London. Yep.
How do you know?
Because him and his friends all had the same shoes, all had the same jackets.
Yeah, that's true.
And he always tries, you know. Yeah, and then like I can tell the way he speaks. He tried to be very like, you know. But being here in the house, I can see that he's opened up about like his like weird dancing and stuff like that. You can tell Bailey's
Never really tried to dance too much back home.
Yeah.
He even said back home he didn't want to sing because I'm sure because his friends probably didn't do it.
And then his friends didn't. He said that he was bullied
I know,
because
his friends probably teased because they when people don't understand something, they try to make you feel bad about it because they want it or they wish they had that, but they don't, and they don't know how to deal with that. Same with Bailey. He stayed in Europe. He probably would never become the best version of him. He'd probably become just like the rest of those guys, influenced by his friends, who are all old dumbasses. You know? That's how these people, and Bailey, honestly, he should stay here. Pursue acting, modeling, and singing, and dancing. Change his life, change who he is. And when he goes back home, in say 5-6 years, and he's a completely different person, his friends, he's gonna look at them and be like, oh, you guys are, why was I friends with you, you know? Because they're all gonna be the same, all like punks and jerks, and making stupid jokes and stupid comments to make you feel bad, you know? To make you feel bad because you're not like them. That's how a lot of these kids are. And those are the kids that will never become the best version of them. That's why I tell Bailey, work on your dialogue, man. Just try to fit in, try to get this done so that you can start acting and move on, you know?
I told him to keep on trying, and then I could see when he was talking to Koyojo, I was like, no, when he was talking to Koyojo, she was like, okay, but is that right? And I was just looking, I was like, okay.
Don't listen to him. You don't know it, but whatever you say to him means a lot to him. He may not show it so much or understand it himself. Like, yeah, so I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. The next big thing. But honestly, he shouldn't go back to Europe. This is his place. This is where he's going to become something. You know, this is where he's going to shine. Here. This is where he'll shine.